Now suspended acting EMPD Chief Brigadier Julius Mkhwanazi's steps to allegedly cover his tracks ended up revealing more flaws in his attempt to formalize the endless working relationship Mkhwanazi had with CAT VIP Protection Services. This as the Commission heard that Mkhwanazi allegedly misrepresented his personal endless working relationship with CAT Security as one with the EMPD and conflated his role as Deputy Chief as well as his acting Chief of Police stint to do so.
Firstly, there is no working relationship, let alone an endless one. He had his working relationship, not the municipality, not the EMPD. What became clear in terms of the investigation is that indeed there was some working relationship, but it's not a working relationship of the municipality with CAT VIP. It is not the working relationship of EMPD with CAT VIP. It is a working relationship that he has constructed, outside of regulatory framework, outside of the policies of the municipality, outside of legislation. He constructed that relationship.
In his testimony, Nciza continued to tear into Mkhwanazi's reign at the EMPD, which he describes as one which included horror stories of his unit, which included an alleged murder in a case of extortion gone wrong, and a disingenuous cover-up in the form of MOUs with CAT VIP Protection Services. The Commission heard that the MOU between the EMPD and Matlala's security company did not follow due process, and that the city effectively had vehicles registered in its name, but they were used by Matlala's company, seemingly suggesting that the underlying purpose could have been geared towards alleged criminality.
You can't willy-nilly have such documents. You simply can't. Before you get to the point of generating a document of this nature, there should be a report that speaks to the need that has been identified. Before you even get to the point of crafting a memorandum of agreement or a memorandum of understanding.
Nciza further testified that when Mkhwanazi's suspension was extended, it attracted a hostile personal call from the former city manager, Dr. Imogen Mashazi, who allegedly lambasted him and demanded Mkhwanazi's return to work.
She was genuinely angry that there was even an attempt or even talk of extending the suspension of Mkhwanazi. Now, she indicated that, of course, she's going to call Xolani to deal with this and tell Xolani that Mkhwanazi must be back at work the very next day. At the end of the call, she instructed me to facilitate the return of Mkhwanazi to work.
The hearings continue. Canny, Maphanga, SABC News, Pretoria.